I was reminded today on my mastermind call about a powerful, powerful statement. And it goes like this: a river cuts through rock, not by power, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. So that reminds me that, anything that I want in my life, anything that you want in your life, it's not about us being powerful or forcing anything, but it's about just having a commitment and then having consistent habits. And, habits aren't sexy, but what I've found is that they are the absolute key to our success, right? Because it's our consistent way of being that's then going to produce these consistent actions that ultimately is going to produce our results. So what are you in your life potentially procrastinating on? What are you in your life potentially trying to force? And what can you just commit to on a day-to-day basis? And we did this thing today. One of our coaches, Gabriel, he said, he's from Mexico. He says, not that that matters, but it's kind of cool. I'm in a group with people from all around the world. So I'm meeting some phenomenal people. And he says, it was kind of counterintuitive too. He said, what is the minimum mediocre goal that you can set every single day? But just a minimum that you can set of daily practices. I like to call them black sheep habits, right? Things like meditation and contemplation and walks in nature. And I call them black sheep habits because a lot of people aren't willing to be sort of that black sheep, if you will. They're not willing to stand out from the crowd and do things maybe that aren't as popular, or maybe that they won't seem like they fit in if they're meditating in public, for example, or taking time to visualize or whatever. But what is the minimum that you can commit to every day that will center you, that will ground you, that will get you more connected to your purpose, to your life, to your loved ones? What is that thing for you? And some of them aren't black sheep habits. Some of them are things like doing something you love, that will bring you into a state of flow and joy. Being with loved ones, spending time with people, really present, conscious time with the people that you love, and focusing on what it is that they love, perhaps. So what are those things you can do in your life? And perhaps set a goal every day. And mine was just to be on a walk in nature, or just take a walk for 15 minutes in the morning every day. And if I can't do it in the morning, sometime throughout the day, be out in motion. That was the real simple one that I committed to for the next 7 days. So I challenge you to think about, what is that one thing? Keep it simple, right? One of the coaches, Alexander, he's in Switzerland, amazing. He's actually leading the program. And he said that, one of his mentors told him, just meditate 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. And it's easy. It's not a huge threshold or barrier to commit to. But what he found is that when he committed to doing it 5 minutes a day for just a week, he ended up meditating for like an hour every day, right? So keep your commitment. I guess the counterintuitive thing today, counterintuitive statement that Gabrielle brought to our attention, was this idea of setting a mediocre daily commitment, right? Because a lot of us are high achievers and we want to do bigger goals. And when I heard that, I was like, mediocre? I don't want to set a mediocre goal. But it's not about whether it's good or bad, right? Mediocre or powerful, if you will. It's about being in action and consistently being in ways of being and acting that are going to empower us, that are going to re-empower us and engage us and create momentum in our lives. So that's enough for today. I challenge you to go out and commit to being mediocre today, right? And it even feels weird me even saying it. And remember the quote that a river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence.